Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, staring at the ceiling, wondering why your body feels tired but your mind simply refuses to rest? Maybe thoughts from the day just keep circling around, or perhaps you feel tension in your chest that makes it hard to drift off. If that sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. Sleep becomes trickier as we get older, and stress often seems to arrive right when we're craving peace the most. But what if I told you that one of the simplest tools to calm your mind and prepare your body for restful sleep has been with you since the day you were born? That tool is your breath. Breathing is something we do all day without even thinking about it. Yet, when used intentionally, it can be a powerful way to signal to your body that it's safe to relax. Think about a time when you were truly at ease, maybe sitting by the ocean, watching the waves, or resting in a quiet garden. Your breathing in those moments was slow and deep, wasn't it? Compare that with the way you breathe when you're worried or tense, short, shallow, and almost rushed. The difference is striking, and it shows just how connected your breath is to the way you feel. That's why learning to guide your breath, especially after the age of 60, can be life-changing. Not only does it reduce stress, it also sets the stage for deeper, more refreshing sleep. And the best part? You don't need fancy equipment, expensive supplements, or even a lot of time. Just a few minutes of focused breathing can transform your night. Let's start with something simple and gentle, slow belly breathing. Many of us, without realizing it, breathe mostly from the chest. This kind of shallow breathing doesn't fully engage the lungs and can actually keep your body in a state of alertness. Belly breathing, on the other hand, invites the diaphragm to do its job and encourages the whole body to relax. Here's how you can try it right now. Sit comfortably or lie down with one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. Inhale slowly through your nose, and notice how your belly rises under your hand. Then exhale gently through your mouth and feel your belly sink back down. The hand on your chest should remain fairly still. Do this for just a few rounds, and you might already notice your shoulders dropping, your heart rate slowing, and a sense of calm washing over you. What makes belly breathing so helpful for sleep is the way it tells your nervous system to switch from fight or flight mode into rest and digest. When your body receives the signal that all is well, it releases tension and prepares for rest. Over time, practicing this before bed can become a kind of ritual, like dimming the lights or turning off the TV, a signal that it's time to let go of the day and prepare for sleep. Another beautiful practice you can add to your nightly routine is the 4-7-8 breathing pattern. Don't worry, it's much simpler than it sounds. You inhale gently through your nose for a count of 4, hold your breath softly for a count of 7, and then exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 8. This rhythm might feel unusual at first, but it's like giving your body a gentle massage from the inside. It lengthens your exhale, which is especially powerful for calming the heart and quieting racing thoughts. Many people find that after just 4 rounds of 4-7-8 breathing, they feel drowsy, almost as if their body is melting into the bed. It's important to approach these exercises with patience. If you try them once and don't instantly fall asleep, that doesn't mean they don't work. Think of it like planting a seed. Each time you practice, you're teaching your body and mind how to relax more easily. Over time, the effect grows stronger, and eventually, it becomes second nature. Breathing exercises aren't just about sleep either. They also help reduce stress throughout the day. Imagine you're stuck waiting for an appointment, or you've just had a frustrating conversation. Instead of letting the stress build up, you can pause, close your eyes for a moment, and take a few slow belly breaths. In just a minute or two, you'll feel the difference. Lower stress during the day makes it easier to relax at night, creating a positive cycle where both your days and nights feel more peaceful. So the real gift here is that breathing gives you back a sense of control. You may not be able to stop life's worries from arriving at your doorstep, but you can choose how your body responds to them. And the more often you choose calm, the easier it becomes to find your way back to it, even in difficult moments. Now that you've experienced how simple belly breathing and the 4-7-8 rhythm can begin to calm your body, let's explore a few more ways you can use your breath as a gentle tool for both stress relief and better sleep. One of the most soothing techniques I've come across is alternate nostril breathing. It may sound unusual, but once you try it, you'll understand why so many people rely on it to quiet their minds. This practice comes from ancient traditions, and it's known for balancing not only your breath but also your emotions. Here's how it works. Sit comfortably in a chair with your spine upright or even on the edge of your bed before sleep. Rest your left hand on your lap, and use your right hand to guide your breathing. Place your thumb gently on your right nostril and your ring finger near your left nostril. Start by closing your right nostril with your thumb and inhale slowly through the left. Then close the left nostril with your ring finger, release your thumb, and exhale through the right. Continue by inhaling through the right, closing it, and exhaling through the left. That completes one cycle. It may take a little practice to get the rhythm, but after a few rounds you'll notice your thoughts start to slow, your heart feels steady, and a sense of balance begins to take over. What makes this exercise especially valuable for seniors is how it calms both sides of the nervous system. Sometimes when stress takes over, you might feel your mind racing, almost as if it's stuck in high gear. Other times, you may feel heavy and restless at the same time, like you can't find your center. Alternate nostril breathing brings harmony between those extremes, making it a wonderful practice before bedtime or whenever you feel emotionally out of balance during the day. Another powerful way to use your breath is through guided breathing. This is where you allow an external rhythm, like soft music, a recorded voice, or even the sound of waves, to lead you into a steady pace. For example, you might listen to a recording that gently instructs you when to inhale and exhale, or you can simply imagine the ocean tide as your guide, breathing in as the waves roll in, breathing out as they drift away. There's something very comforting about letting an outside rhythm carry you, almost like being rocked to sleep. Guided breathing is especially helpful if your mind tends to wander. Instead of battling with thoughts, you can focus on the sound or the rhythm, and gradually your brain lets go of the day's chatter. Over time, your body begins to associate that rhythm with relaxation, and just hearing it can be enough to tell your nervous system, it's time to rest now. And speaking of rhythm, one of the simplest breathing exercises that often gets overlooked is something called box breathing. Imagine drawing a square with your breath. Inhale for a count of 4 as you trace one side of the box, hold your breath for 4 as you trace the next side, exhale for 4, then hold again for 4. Repeat this gentle square pattern a few times, and you'll be surprised how quickly your stress melts away. The pauses in this practice are what make it special. They give your body just enough time to reset, helping you feel steady and grounded. Box breathing is also wonderful to use outside of bedtime. If you ever feel overwhelmed during the day, perhaps while managing errands or dealing with family responsibilities, taking a quiet moment to practice this can restore a sense of calm. By the time you head to bed at night, your stress levels are already lower, which makes it far easier to slip into peaceful sleep. Now, here's something many people don't realize: the way you position your body during breathing exercises matters too. For example, lying flat on your back with your arms at your sides can open your chest and help your lungs fill more easily. Sitting with your feet on the floor and your back supported can give you stability, allowing you to focus solely on your breath. Even placing a pillow under your knees when lying down can relieve tension in your lower back, making the whole experience more comfortable. When your body feels supported, your breathing naturally deepens, and your mind follows. As you weave these exercises into your evenings, think of them as small rituals rather than chores. Lighting a candle, dimming the lights, or playing gentle music can turn your breathing practice into a moment you actually look forward to. It doesn't have to be long. Even 5 to 10 minutes of intentional breathing can shift your body from restless to relaxed. Over time, your brain begins to associate these rituals with sleep, making the process even smoother. The beauty of these practices is that they belong entirely to you. You don't need to depend on medication, machines, or complicated routines. With just your breath, you carry a tool that's always available, anytime, anywhere. And once you learn to use it with care, it becomes a lifelong companion for managing stress, quieting your thoughts, and finding deeper rest. At this point, you've learned several different ways to use your breath: belly breathing, the 4-7-8 rhythm, alternate nostril breathing, guided breath with sound, and even box breathing. But how do you bring all of these together into a routine that truly works for you, one that fits smoothly into your life and becomes a natural part of your evenings? That's exactly what we'll focus on now. First, it's important to remember that consistency matters more than perfection. You don't need to master every breathing technique right away. Instead, choose one or two that feel most natural. For example, maybe you enjoy the calming flow of the 4-7-8 rhythm, or perhaps the gentle balance of alternate nostril breathing feels right for you. Start there. Even practicing for just 5 minutes before bed can make a noticeable difference in how quickly you fall asleep and how deeply you rest. To make this easier, try creating what I like to call a sleep window. This is a short, 15 to 20-minute routine that signals to your body that the day is winding down. You might begin by turning off bright lights, putting away your phone or television, and creating a calm environment. Then, choose one breathing exercise and practice it. If you'd like, you can combine it with other relaxing activities like gentle stretching, listening to soft music, or sipping a warm caffeine-free tea. Over time, your body begins to associate this window of calm with sleep, making it easier to drift off naturally. Another helpful tip is to use your breath not only at bedtime, but also during the day whenever stress appears. For instance, if you find yourself worrying about something or feeling overwhelmed, pause for a moment and take a few rounds of belly breathing or box breathing. This keeps your stress levels lower throughout the day, so when night comes, your mind is already calmer and less cluttered. Think of it like maintaining a garden. You don't just water it once, but give it care throughout the day to keep it healthy. Now, you might be wondering, what if I wake up in the middle of the night and can't fall back asleep? This is a common challenge, especially for older adults. The good news is, your breathing exercises can help here too. Instead of lying awake feeling frustrated, simply close your eyes and return to your breath. Try the 4-7-8 technique or guided visualization with your breath as the anchor. Often, focusing on your breathing is enough to shift your mind away from restless thoughts and back into a state of calm, allowing you to fall asleep again more easily. It's also worth noting that these practices don't just help with sleep, they support your overall health. Deep breathing strengthens your lungs, improves circulation, and even supports digestion by gently massaging your abdominal organs as your diaphragm moves. For seniors, this can be especially valuable, since lung capacity and circulation naturally change with age. By practicing regularly, you're giving your body a boost that supports both your physical health and your emotional well-being. And perhaps the most beautiful part is how empowering it feels to know you can create calm from within. Stress often makes us feel powerless, as if our bodies and minds are out of our control. But when you practice intentional breathing, you take back that sense of control in the gentlest way possible. With each breath, you remind yourself, I have the ability to calm my body. I have the ability to find peace. Before we close, I'd like to share one final technique that combines everything we've discussed. It's called body and breath scanning. Begin by lying comfortably in bed, placing one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. As you breathe deeply and slowly, bring your attention to different parts of your body, starting from your toes and moving upward. Notice any areas of tension, perhaps your shoulders, your back, or your jaw. As you exhale, imagine sending your breath to that area, gently releasing the tightness. By the time you've scanned your whole body, most people feel heavy, calm, and ready for sleep. So, here's my encouragement to you: try one or two of these exercises tonight. Don't worry about getting it perfect. Just allow yourself to breathe, to pause, and to let go. Over time, these small moments of intentional breathing add up, transforming not only your sleep but also the way you handle stress in your everyday life. And remember, your breath is always with you. Whether you're sitting quietly in your favorite chair, lying down to rest, or even standing in line at the grocery store, you can always return to your breath. It is your steady companion, your anchor, and your key to peace. As you drift into sleep tonight, let each breath be a gentle reminder that your body knows how to relax, your mind knows how to let go, and you are capable of finding rest, no matter what challenges the day has brought. With practice, you'll notice that not only are you sleeping better, but you're also moving through life with more calm, clarity, and ease.